Hi guys, welcome back to another Solana update and alpha video. What have I got for you today? It is the 31st of December, so end of the month. I'm going to need to think long and hard about my next month games. Put out a little bit of a Star Atlas video today, but it has been a fairly casual week for me with school holidays, Christmas holidays, all those kinds of things, coming home, trying to get myself in a good routine. So looking at some of the coins here, we see Bitcoin's had a really weird week. It feels weak to me, which means Solana's been a bit weak. I've been topping up some Solana. 170 is a good coin, but I've just got that feeling that it's going to go further down. So what has that done with some of the other games? Atlas has continued to come down slowly, but then most of the gaming coins have. So Polus has had a fair bit of a dump this week. You see in the last couple of days, that's gone down a good almost 10%. Aurory, that's going sideways at the moment. Cry Award, that's gone a lot further down than I thought it would, considering the beta's been out for a little bit. People are playing that. I'll put up 4 videos of my own for that. Gene again's coming down with the rest of the market. Shill's the same. DeFi Land's one that's bucking the trend. Why is DeFi Land bucking the trend? They've just gone to open beta and they've released their white paper. They've got some tokenomic information there. I think that I bought more at 14 cents, so that was a good coin. I like that. MBS, that's your monkey ball. That obviously had the IDO recently. The coin shot up in price. I talked about this around here somewhere, and the coin went down. I don't know that's going to be a $2 coin. From there, audio. I did buy a little bit of audio last week. I love audio. I think what they're going to be doing, Audius doing within the decentralized sphere, especially in Solana, is going to be amazing. So there are a lot of other coins that aren't on this list, and I keep trying every week to update to see whether they've added them to it. There was one coin worth mentioning, which is Chick. So that's obviously Sol Chicks. Radium is doing a dual token fusion pool with them. Now, I don't like Chicks, Sol Chicks. I just don't like the game, the team, the previous bad news to it. And it's surprising seeing Radium pick them up as a coin. Normally, Radium don't touch things that are bad news for Solana. So definitely one to keep your eyes on. Let's have a look at a couple of the floors. Now, I actually haven't pre-looked at these. Shadowy Supercoder, aren't they massive? That was something I missed. I think they minted at 2.5. 9 Heroes hasn't really gone much further down, but that's got a good staking option. I think you can stake up to 6 months, can't you? Sol Chicks, I thought that said 12.9. Then I was going to go, holy shit, wasn't it 8? Coming down slowly, Sol Chicks. Catalina Whale Mix. So I had them on stage. They're going to have live events and live mixes, and they pumped up to 14 Solana floor, went down to about 7 or 8 the other day, and then they've gone back up. Stylish Studs. Now, isn't that big news? Now, I've talked about Stylish Studs, Fine Fillies, and Photo Finish 2. I'll mention them a little bit further. These have moved up solidly this week. The floor on these a week ago were 1.8 Solana. They're at 3 Solana now on Solanart, and they're a little bit lower on Magic Eden at the moment, but they are absolutely massive, and I think Q1 they are going to be huge. So that is definitely a little bit of alpha there. I bought an additional 4 studs at floor myself. This is the first time I've seen Zoolana on here. They've just finished their red sale, sitting at 2.4, which is good news for them. They did burn a few off. I think it's just over 3,200, something like that for, so the 8555 was the initial mint, but they did burn. So that is not the actual right number. They are starting their blue alpha sale, and that's going to be starting at 1 Solana. Where else have we got? Crypto Caveman Club. Now, I've got a little bit of a video for them. I need to research more on these guys this week, and I'm going to. They have got the Cave coin. They've just shown a little bit of footage of their trailer. Project Eluune all the way down here. 1.9 Solana. Still struggling to find a floor there. It was funny. They had the big NFT drop. That pumped them up to 3 Solana back to their starting floor, and then they've gone back down again. Now, back to trawling Twitter. So you can see here, I open it up, and I'm going through a whole heap of Twitter news, trying to find you guys the best information. Fractal's something that's came out. I haven't actually got anything from Fractal yet, but you can see some of the games they're listing are going to be big ones for Solana. What I liked about them was I did see a link up for Geno Pets, and you can actually see the Geno Pets. Now, these are opened. You've got the cracked eggs. So these, it's funny seeing them sell. 3.95 Solana. I wonder whether people are actually going to buy those. So the cracked eggs are people that had eggs. They had a certain period of time, I think it was a week or maybe a little bit more, to open those eggs and get one of these Geno pets out. What I don't like seeing at the moment is you can't... I want this Fractal to be a simple way of computing all of these different NFTs for the games down. It looks like it's starting with that. I've got 3 of these Terraformer seeds, but it should have like the lowest order. The price is all over the place by the looks of it, but it's good to see this verified stamp. So I wonder, is that going to be, if you buy something that's meant to be verified and it comes up as a false NFT, whether they're going to give you your money back. Crystals are refined from the terrains. What are the terrains called? Habitats. So these are your habitats, have 3 levels, and that's where you get your crystals. So I don't know 100%. I didn't realize they were out yet. I think they may have been dropped as rewards. But these have got some of the bigger games. You know, Panzer Dogs came out with a really awesome mini game, but the NFT didn't do it for me. I didn't buy any. I know many people that have minted them and have given the thumbs up for them, and I respect that decision. A mixture of the NFT and then also the website just wasn't up to standard for me, and I was not happy putting my money in there. But obviously Portals has been absolutely massive. Photo finish I talk about. Geno Pets is going to be huge next year. KnifeForSpoon, really, really funny. They did their second dinner party, and you stake your knife, fork or spoon, whatever you've got. You stake your cutlery and you stake it to a team, and it's a generated automated system. And this is the guys on YouTube.
As we are watching here, 853. Look at that Solana skin. So smooth and sleek.
Beautiful. Look at that arrow right to his head. So we know who won that.
Well, you take an arrow to the head.
Yeah, it's not an arrow to the knee, I'll tell you that.
So strong, that taco skin.
Dude, this knife.
So we're looking. This is an upload. They have this on. Is it Twitch? Twitch stream. They do this live. Look, it's automated. It's a battle system, but this is play to earn. You buy an NFT at the start. You only stake it, and then you can go to bed. This played out at, I believe it was midday my time, but I was out with the family, so I didn't get a chance to actually watch it live. But I staked to Wing NFT team, being a local Aussie, support the Aussies. And they've given out 75 Solana in the last 2 weeks. So they are absolutely putting it back. There's no paying to join these. You buy the NFT, and that gets you entry into it. They're also building their second game. So I'm really happy that I did buy one. The floor went up, came down. It's sitting at mint price. So I'm happy with that. I like these guys. The sweets. This is a big one. They're going to be minting, I think it is the 9th. Now, what is it? Midnight UTC. So that's my... So midnight UTC on the 9th of January, and they're going to be minting at 2.2222 Solana. Now, there's a number for that or a reason for that. So it sounds high, but is 2.22 Solana the same as 2 Solana when it was 250? Like, we need to get off this Solana and actually go to dollar values for NFTs. I think would be beautiful. But 1.5 Solana was the Portals mint. That was a great price for the mint for them. That's why they sold out. They had 6,000 sign-ups in the first 5 seconds or something like that. And that was 4,500 odd NFTs. These guys have got 4,932. So 4,932 and a rarity system. So 4444, then 444 executives and 44 owner suites. They all are in the mint. Then they've got an extra 68 that they'll do for advertising marketplaces, maybe DAOs that make applications, things like that. At Grade Protocol, we want to make a proposal. We want to do grape studs, and I'll be spearheading that with a few other people. But I think this will be massive. I'm going to be minting. I'm going to aim to mint at least 2. I minted 2 portals. I've kept both of mine. I think this will be a big mint and big for Solana. You can actually see this is a display of the room. Hopefully the internet comes better. This is actual live gameplay that you'll be able to set up. There we go. The internet's come good. You'll be able to sit in your room and watch this. You know, like, I'm super impressed with how they look. I have had a little bit of a play around in portals, and I'm hoping to finish that up this week and get my Solana Gaming side of things done. Now, Bitspawn did a partnership with IQ Protocol. That's the Parsec mention. This is going to be big, big, big for Solana. They've got several projects. I know Chainmyth are talking about them. There was Cry from, used to be called Crystal, Soulcry. Who else was pairing up with them? Several, but this is going to be around renting out NFTs. It's going to be a system of renting. So IQ Protocol, keep your eyes on the prize for their DeFi Land open beta. So what do you need to know about DeFi Land? Let's have a little bit of a look and see if I can get me a rare fish. I've got to lean back. This is how I fish. That's good. You got to hit in the blue. Oh, hello. Ah, shit. All right, so as soon as you don't get one in the orange or the blue, then it's not going to be a monster fish. So I'm trying to get one bigger than Sergeant Savage, but that's, the fishing is active. You can actually earn money in DFL at the moment. So it was said at the last AMA, the top 100 people are going to be getting a DFL prize for the season. Seasons are going to be monthly, so you're going to have 12 seasons for the year. So you can see old Barndog here at 58. I've got it in the background. I do a bit of fishing. I play with the pets, and I come in and do the shooting gallery. I'm having more and more fun with the shooting gallery as well. So the shooting gallery is just based around shooting, obviously, the black ones. You don't shoot the yellow ones. Oh, I missed that. So it's left click to shoot, right click to reload. Now, if you hit the target that just came up, that gives you a 3-second added buff, and you get 3 additional seconds in the game. Then you get one that goes all spastic and crazy. That gives you 20 points. And you've got the big ducks. They actually give you, this is the one that's going spastic and crazy. Then you've got the big ones that I couldn't work them out at the start. You've actually got to shoot them twice. I was thinking, the hitbox is wrong, but it's not the hitbox. You've just got to hit them twice. I'm doing really bad. I'm used to playing this on my side monitor, because I just sit it there on the side while I'm working. Every 5 minutes or so, I'll load up and have a go. So really, that was absolutely terrible. Top score, I think I've hit 970. So you can see there I've got half my top score. Apologies, I've got a screenshot. It happened. At the moment, 3 mini games. And, I've almost done my 100,000 score for that. It's going to give me a whole heap. You've got, talking about in the previous closed betas, you could touch the egg in there, and that opened up a long-ranging, hopefully NFT maybe, or something for a chook that can potentially grow more chooks. But their white paper came out this week, and the white paper is awesome. There is so much to read in this, because they even talk about other buildings like a farm board, bank, voting palace, robotic farm. Users will be able to stake their LB tokens into robotic farms that automatically harvest and reinvest to maximize returns. So maybe that's how they're linking up with Tulip. But then they mention a whole heap of mini games, idle games, NFT talk. This is a big white paper. It's definitely worthwhile having a read. If you're seeing anything, you can see why the price of the coin, every other coin at the moment, is going down with the market, but DFL has gone up in the last couple of days. So the alpha blue for Zoolana, one Solana, a big change for it was they're going to be giving the blue a rarity system, and also it's going to have some form of tokens depending on the rarity. So things that you're going to get from doing the alpha blue, profile picture NFT airdrop. Now the token allocation, this Fire Obsidian Gold, Silver, Bronze, very similar to what they had in their teaser edition, but 3% chance that it's going to give you 40,000 tokens. That's at half a cent each. That would be a couple of $100 worth of tokens. We all know what tokens do. They normally balloon up at the start. Now, even if you only get 20,000 tokens, if you do the math on that, is that $100 worth? That's what it sounds like, $100 worth, and that's one Solana to buy it. So that's 55% chance, but there's still a 45% chance to get down below. I think this was a good change for them. They didn't mint out. Their NFT wasn't based on this culture of, we want rarities, we want to get rarities and flip and affect the game that way. It was a proper utility program. Now, I bought 15 of the reds. I fully believe in the game, the project, the team, even though they haven't started production. It's a very funny thing. I invested a lot of money. I think that's the game I've spent the second most in. Will I buy any blues? I'm probably going to buy one just to have one in the bags because, shit, I got 15 reds. I might as well at least get one blue, right? Am I going to go get a full team? Because these have got their own flavor text. So this one is sleep for monkey. And that means there's going to be 15 different blues. Am I going to get one of every? No, I think I'll just go and get one just to have one in my bags. This was really awesome to see today.
My name is Sulaiman. I'm a footballer from the Centralized Football Academy, Defi. I play as a defensive midfielder and sometimes central back. I am passionate and I want to become a professional footballer. In this video, I want to check out Stepn Mumbai game. Stepn is a move to earn game built on the Solana blockchain. You earn when you move, walk, or run while holding your mobile phone with the Stepn app turned on.
Make sure you have an internet connected. Turn on your phone location. Get a sneaker NFT on the Stepn mobile app. Run or walk with your phone and earn. You earn
So DFA, this is one of the things that we donate to a Grape. We've got them one mobile phone. We've got them a Stepn NFT. We are going to be getting them more. And that's the aim. I'll be putting through the paperwork now for Grape to do for the additional 2 phones. The aim is to get 5 phones and 5 sets of sneakers that these boys can use Web 3.0 and actually make a change in their own lives. I'm so happy to see this today. It was such an awesome video. He's done really well. And super props to the team for what they're doing. And this has been a great game. I'm working for Stepn. I do their weekly AMA, so I do make a small income there. But I've also invested something like 40 Solana of my own money into NFT sneakers, buying them. The APR at the moment is pretty crazy. It is very early. It's all testing. Things get changed and all of that. But I believe in the project and what it's actually going to do. I'm happy that I joined on and get a chance to be able to see a lot of it firsthand with the team. Now, Project Eluune, I've talked about these guys a whole heap. They're still in my top 10. Their Eye of Aurory is into its 3rd stage at the moment. This has been really cool seeing this, and you can check your NFT in your Phantom or on your NFT Eyes. It is changing every week. Super cool. So when it gets to its 4th completely open, you can choose to lock in this NFT at that or go to the next one. It's going to be really interesting to see the numbers and how they work. Let's have a look at this. Cavemen. I love the didgeridoo doing that. That is absolutely cool. Like I said at the start, I do want to do a little bit more of a look into them. I know we've got some in our Grape Vault, so it's not just having them in our Grape Vault has made me want to do it. Props to them for getting out. It's nothing. It's a little bit of an intro, but they're showing, they've got a coin. They are slowly building. Let's have a bit of a look at this for Gameplay Project Seed. Now, I'm told this is what the beta testing, they just had, I think it was 500 or 5,000. It was quite a few. We had one of the lads in a Grape saying that it was play testing on mobile. But he doesn't like the movement with the left. That looks very similar to the Cryo War, a lot of the games at the moment that you use your fingers to adjust. That's probably the most progressed gameplay I've seen for it. Looking at that, looks fairly clean. Good health bars, good graphics. The movement didn't look difficult. You've got 4 abilities and a weapon in hand. I don't mind that. I think, they're still going to stay in my top 10. Let's have a look at Aurory. Have put out some PvE. Come on, internet. So you see the project seed and then you see this and you just go, next. Now, obviously, second game for Solana. Let's have a look at gameplay for Star Atlas. I have to air quote the shit out of that. This isn't gameplay, it's cinematic footage. But this is in UE5 engine. So they're putting it there, Unreal 5 experience. This is what it's going to look like in-game. You see a ship loading into the hangar. So you know what they say, though, I'd crawl through broken glass on the ground to get to my computer to be able to play this. But we're going to be looking at years before we get any of this kind of gameplay. This may be why we're seeing this is one of the experiences they did explain to us was going to be in this environment and being able to swap out ship modules. So actual gameplay of playing, maybe not, but we may see this next year, maybe in Q1 or Q2. It's cool to see. I bag Star Atlas out a whole lot. I still have kept my ships. I've kept all of my posters. I still aim on playing it with my mates. You know, being able to fly a ship like that and have 4 or 5 of you, a whole team in there playing together is an amazing option. But yeah, it's just a shame that the team let us down with the way they're acting. Now, this is the score tier 0. Normally what I'll have this, you know, tabbed out to that size, and I keep an eye on the food and repairs and stuff for my ship. There's a great amount of tools out there to be able to find. Ophir do one, the club do one, for actually seeing the percentages of your ships. You're earning between 9 and 12% APR, and it is fairly clean. Things to have a look at, you get a seasoned fleet here based on how long you've been enlisted for and staking for. So there's going to be game bonuses down the track for that, you would expect. Obviously, depending on how you want to play the game, whether you want to buy a $20 ship, now they're $22, the PSX4s, and the Opal Jets went up very quickly once people worked out you were earning more on the Opal Jets than the X4s, and the Opal Jets were the same initial price. So, you know, I've got 10 in my fleet. I bought a few extra myself. Super interesting to see this Cosmic Sounds NFT get airdropped just before Christmas, selling for about $100 US. All you had to do was own a minimum of 1 poster, and you got that. Before this airdropped, the posters, I believe they would have been under the cost of this. So, of course, the prices have gone up past. You can get the Discovery of Iris poster for $124 US. So, they've said there will potentially be future airdrops. There's 10,500 Discovery Iris posters, even less once you start going down 2, 3, 4, 5, all those kinds of posters. I bought mates a couple of one each. I bought several mates one each, sent it to them. Now they've got a cool poster and a cool badge. What is it going to do? I believe it's going to be similar to the other badges you get, which will give you ship loyalty, maybe a little bit of luck, some kind of in-game bonuses. And there was only information to tell you here, 6,765. So there's not a whole lot of them. While I'm thinking about it, let's go and have a look at the marketplace. So there's not a whole lot of those. If you had 15 posters in your wallet, you still only got the 1 Cosmic Sound. So let's go and have a look at one of the other badges. What are we looking at? Animoca Brands. 1,742. Wow. I bought 2. The rule of 2. I've heard the rule of 3, but I bought 2 of each because I just wanted to have just in case you put them on. But I only bought 1 lot of the ships thing, that you put the badges on. But yeah, that's going to be all I've got for today. There is shitloads of stuff happening. This is going to be a huge year for Solana Gaming. So we're looking at getting games opening up this year. And one of the first ones is going to be Photo Finish. So that's going to have some form of breeding coming up very soon. And you breed your Gen Zeros, and then I don't even know when the race is going to start. But this is a very, very big launch. I believe this one's going to go batshit. So hope I've helped. Thank you, Mother, for the rabbits.